This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Friday, August 2nd, 2024. I'm Alex Brown. The University of Notre Dame this week announced it is transferring control of the annual Idea Week Innovation and Entrepreneurship Festival to Startup South Bend Elkhart. CEO Bethany Hartley says the move has been a couple of years in the making and now is the right time for a refresh for the event.
A natural leadership transition made sense with the timing and really looking at that connectivity of campus to community. And we feel pretty strongly that we can do that very well. We can work across all the campus plus our 8 other higher education institutes we have in the region, and really serve as that neutral ground for that collaboration to happen effectively.
Hartley said a newly formed CEO council will meet with local entrepreneurs to gather input on future expectations for Idea Week. A manufacturer of vehicle-mounted air compressors, generators, welders, and other equipment headquartered in Michigan City is under new ownership. Van Air Manufacturing has been acquired by Cleveland-based Lincoln Electric Holdings in a deal valued at $116 million. Van Air currently employs 235 people, and a Lincoln Electric spokesperson told Inside Indiana Business that no jobs will be impacted by the acquisition. The Indiana Chamber of Commerce has opened applications for the 4th annual Coolest Thing Made in Indiana competition. The competition uses a single elimination bracket-style tournament spotlighting products made throughout the state. While the companies that take part in the program do not need to be headquartered in Indiana, the product entered into the competition must be made in Indiana. Nominations are being accepted through October 18th. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, we'll dive into each region's unique challenges and distinct opportunities for growth. 9 regions, 1 goal. Indiana's bold future starts here. Discover more and register at ibj.com/engage.
U.S. Senator and Indiana GOP gubernatorial nominee Mike Braun's latest bill would officially name the mastodon as the first U.S. national fossil. IIB's Mark Mazurek has details.
Braun's office said this week if the National Fossil Act is passed by the House and signed into law, the mastodon would join the bald eagle, bison, rose, and oak tree as enduring national symbols of the United States. According to the National Park Service, mastodons resembled mammoths, but were shorter and stockier and had straighter tusks. The animal weighed more than 11 tons and lived more than 13,000 years ago, predominantly on land that would later become the U.S. Braun's office said mastodon fossils are regularly found in Indiana and Michigan, and the animal was named the Indiana State Fossil in 2022. Paleontologists have discovered mastodon fossils in many Indiana counties. Most recently, these fossils were found in Seymour in 2019 when sewer system work on a farm unearthed some bones, a tusk, and part of the mammoth skull. Braun said he hopes making the Indiana State Fossil the national fossil will inspire young Hoosiers to take an interest in the country's rich natural history that may be in their own backyard. Michigan also named the mastodon its state fossil in 2002. The National Fossil Act is Braun's 5th standalone bill to pass the Senate this year. I'm Mark Mazurek with Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Purdue University has signed agreements with 2 universities in Greece and 1 in London to deepen existing ties and accelerate research and educational opportunities in areas such as semiconductors, artificial intelligence, and workforce development. The partnerships with King's College London and the University of Piraeus and the Technical University of Crete in Greece provide student and faculty exchange and collaboration opportunities. Purdue President Mung Chiang said they also raise Purdue's international visibility and draw business and talent to West Lafayette. Dean and Barbara White Family Foundation Executive Director Bill Hanna is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.